Еще даже не показывает ничего, а уже go live. You're live. Am I? Am I live? Am I? Am I? Am I really?
Do you live again, Antroid?
I might live again. Okay.
I
Okay.
think it's working.
Yeah. It's kind of slower than it used to be to start up. Anyway, welcome back to Sulphur Nimbus. Here we are.
That doesn't look like Sulphur Nimbus, you're a liar.
I changed my character a little bit. There's, you know, a cheat code for character select. So now we're gonna fly through some tunnels. Never mind that dialogue line and all that stuff. Let's fly. This is next level. The lava basement. See? Exactly, Sulphur Nimbus. Nothing different.
Well, actually, it does look more similar than you would imagine.
Right? Like this is the one, the exact one that I've been mentioning that Sulphur Nimbus immediately reminded me of. Though this is the only level where you pretty much only just fly, it's more of a platformer. But this is some random cave. Also, I'm doing something in the
Just
background.
wait till you get to the later level in Sulphur Nimbus.
I wonder what I'm doing over there behind the emulator window. Ugh. Doing something awful.
Turning the censorship off.
Could be. Woo. Sound effect volume. Go back. Let's just. Okay. I wish I could just say, can I just disable controller and Sulphur Nimbus completely? Controller. No controller. There we go. Okay, never mind. This is Sulphur Nimbus and my controller is enabled as it should be. There we go. Everything is working as intended. Alive, some corn. There's an Einstein in the corner. Also, you can do this if you want to really correct your course, which is I picked the worst possible time for this, but you can just kind of like stall in place a little bit. Also, you are shooting. You could be shooting. Sometimes it's necessary. People are shooting me. How horrible. Suddenly the difficulty is much higher. But at least, you know, at least my flight is responsive. And do pretty sharp turns and everything. And you see all this updraft that I've been advertised. Finally getting actually used in the game instead of in that one tutorial where it was impossible to hover in place. So I made the impossible happen, of course, but not without some attempts. Yeah. The music is funky. Kinda quiet though. Get fucked. Right, where am I going out of here? Aha! Very well indicated exit. Good job, level designers of Sulphur Nimbus. I like the whatchamacallit. How do you call this? Like lighting up where you need to go subtly so that the player thinks that they've realized it themselves and not been told. Like, not highlighting, but like there was a term for it, I think I'm forgetting it.
Well,
Hey.
I don't know it.
Something about like not billboarding, but some weird term like that. Remember why I need to shoot this, but sure. Let's. I don't know what that did, but something useful, I bet. Ooh. Actually, I'd rather get some altitude in the wind. There we go. Controls. Good thing I'm so used to the controls by now, because otherwise this would be pretty difficult. Got 5 out of...
Also, by the way,
Oh,
you were right apparently, and it was a Rainbow Dash game initially.
Huh, interesting. Well, I mean, that spiral staircase tower, you can't really mistake it for anything else. It's a very iconic little piece of architecture. So, the main character went through quite a bit of change. Assuming I'm correct, and it was a griffin at some point, I didn't just imagine it. I guess it was like the in-between, the logical in-between Hippogriff and Rainbow Dash would be a griffin. I can see that. Like the chemtrails that we have, for some reason. Got a little bit of whatchamacallit. I probably should have memorized some words before I started trying to talk in English again. Some dandruff in our wings. That's what I was going to say. Our wings are also covered in red polka dots, which cannot be healthy. Alright.
So who the fuck is this supposed to be?
Some fucker, I don't know. Agent Ed. You're better off not knowing the so-called story. He's like a janitor on a space station of some sort. And he accidentally...
This is a space quest.
Almost. And he accidentally dropped a can of crazy juice on Earth. And this is Earth now, because crazy juice transformed like the entire Earth into a crazy wacky world. And there is like this Viking dude who wants to use it to do something. And we have been tasked, because it's our responsibility, we are fucked up. So now we are trying to collect parts for Einstein, who will catapult us to where the Viking is. That's the story. I appreciate the way that Einstein, first of all, has a third eye on the top of his head. And second of all, the way he builds his machine out of these parts is pretty... Wow. Also, the way his face is animated is something different. But check out how he builds this machine behind him. I got him 6 jumping stones. Now he's tutorializing me. Check this out. This is gonna get technical. There we go. Assembly one step further. Anyway, let's get out of this mod for Sulphur Nimbus. Dish. And configure our audio back. I think it was like 4 something in both. Alright, now it's Sulphur Nimbus for real. The main unmodded game. There we go. Where were we? We were in Serpent Bobby, I think, still. Yep. Alright, let's get around to it. I've been looking forward to actually playing this game all week. It's been probably one of my, like, low-key, one of the games I've been most excited to get to playing out of the ones that I've streamed recently that I can remember. Like, Paper Mario's got a little bit old, and I've, you know, nothing new about them anyway. Even though I hadn't played Thousand Year Door, but I knew most about it. And you know, the gameplay there is like, alright, it exists. Witcher, I've beaten already once and it's way long. This game is like a mix of nostalgia and excitement, and reminding me how it actually feels to be excited for a new game, like to go see what's gonna happen where we... I mean, it's not gonna be like some mind-blowing story development or mind-blowing locations, but it's still interesting to see what kind of levels we'll have to get through. Okay, I don't remember what I actually did last time.
Last time you were doing optional levels and collecting pages about the spell.
Okay, I think we actually used to have it slightly quieter. Oops. Ah, no, vertical sync on, please. But I have... Where is my everything? It's not in notes, it's in the map, I guess. I need a 5-star... Did I go into the 5-star thing wherever that was outside? I think I did.
Yeah, you did.
So I probably have something else in the basement that I could explore. Let's go check the basement. I've actually entirely forgotten all the controls in this game, for real. Though...
How many pages you have about the spell.
Which one's it in here? Like the first? No. This...
Yeah, it
Oh,
is the
no.
first probably. Oh no, it's
No,
not.
these
These are
are
the diagrams.
yeah.
Ah,
I
it's the
think it's
third.
actually this one, yeah. I've got 4, looks like. I'm missing the first 2. Weirdly enough.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oof, okay. Man, I forgot that you like have no control. Even when you just run. Or am I just doing something? I don't think I'm doing something wrong now. I think it's intended to be this way. Really weirdly slow turn. Maybe just because I just played that mod, which has very different physics. And I actually... There was no... I didn't have a save anywhere relevant in that mod. And it doesn't have any sort of cheat code or level select. So I actually had to start it, like rush past half an hour before I started the stream. I spent really quickly getting to that level. It's the 3rd level. And you know, you got the intro level, then the 2 real ones, and then that. Luckily just exactly made it right by the stream. So that was cool. Oh boy, there's a lot of little things to light up there. So we've got what? Mega Ice Stump. I'm assuming we've got the map for it.
This is Avgrun.
Doesn't even say. Wow, it literally does not actually have a label, unlike most of the other levels. Oh well. You know what I should have probably done? I probably should have just flown a little bit around the actual world, just to remember how to fly. But I guess I'll find out in the level or something. Because after half an hour of the mod with the radically different physics. Ah yeah, spiral thingamajig and bunch of islands in there and just like woo woo, okay. I've instantly...
I really don't like this beginning part.
Is it just gonna be running down infinitely or... Oh, interesting. Okay, some sucking or blowing. I'm not even gonna stop and watch, I'm just gonna run. Except, looks like maybe I... hard to say, there could be like a switch in there. I don't think there is. Whoa! I'm just gonna keep running low and lower until I encounter some sort of obstacle. Oh boy. Could be a good time to remember how to fly. Okay, what's the flap button again?
Spacebar.
Really? Oh, right, okay, yeah. What was shift? Shift was like...
Shift was close your wings.
Yeah, okay. There's a dash. I don't remember anything else. What if I just fly down this tunnel like a flying creature?
Good fucking luck.
Well, I mean...
That's why I hate it. Like, you see, it just kinda like turns to the right and you just bump into that wall and you kinda bounce into the middle of the room and get killed by the fucking thing.
Hmm.
So you can just like fly comfortably through this shit. And in these parts as well, if you're going too fast, it's very easy to make a mistake and just bump your face on a wall and then you're just dead. Can't recover.
Well, it doesn't have like limited lives, so who cares?
It's just kinda annoying to redo it if you die.
I guess. Hopefully I won't have to encounter that. Oh no. Ugh. Okay, got a save. Okay, there's the dearly departed stone. What's up? Ups, fires and flames and more. Well, this is no help. I imagine down is my ultimate goal, so let me check here if I can. Let's time this stuff. Oh, I probably timed it badly. No, I didn't. Okay. Also nice here, like we're lower, so now we merely have to go inside a little bit. We don't have to actually find like a wall to hide behind. And it's good because the actual time you spend inside, like not inside, the opposite, you spend like out there, is increased, and it's harder to do there, but they're making it easier to hide, so that's nice. Because if I had to get into a hole and then like turn and run behind some wall in time, that wouldn't have been fun. You know what? I'm just gonna take it. No, I'm not, because I guess it just stops me in my tracks when I get slightly burned. You should follow Mario 64 mechanics and just make you run even faster when you get burned. Right, okay, I'm safe. No. Timing. I'm gonna just... Okay, that was kind of... Like, it didn't feel right, but it actually was probably the best timing there. I keep underestimating how long that fire stays. Okay.
There's a little trick you can do there, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is.
Yeah, maybe later, maybe afterwards. It could be something as simple as, like, you know, hug the wall and it can't actually line of sight you, but... Yeah. It's one of those good moments where you don't feel like testing out, like, how far you can push the mechanics. Nah. Jesus Christ, still not stopping. I wish fucking bird brain would stop rolling every time. I think that rolling is probably the dumbest thing, because it's just kind of uncontrollable. Like, why would you just do a Sonic thing and just keep rolling forever when... Is it ever a good thing to roll in this game? It's like a dodge, of course, but you unroll before you hit the ground. It's never... It seems like it's never actually beneficial to keep rolling. So she should, logically, unroll as soon as she possibly can. No matter what. I guess it's... Hello, Hazmati. I guess it's one of those things, you know, in even Mario Odyssey, the latest 3D Mario game, which you'd probably claim would be like the most refined one. Okay, that works. It still has the thing where if you like run into a wall, Mario gets knocked on his ass and has to like sit and then stand up for... And that... I hated that so much. All these like little moments where you can accidentally daze yourself and like you lose control for a little bit. I hate those times in games. And like drinking Estus in Dark Souls, getting staggered in Dark Souls, or that kind of stuff. And so this rolling is kind of similar. Also in Sonic, it's the opposite. When you get like sprung and you're in the air but not actually rolling, which is when you're vulnerable. Okay, now this, Is it too low for it? Also, I just realized I have been walking down where I said that I was gonna go up first to check what was up, because down is my main path. But I guess I forgot where to actually go. Assuming I didn't hallucinate the alternate path in the first place.
Well, there isn't really an alternate path, but you did miss a couple places.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to just replay. Maybe that thing will be gone after the level is done. What's the yellowness? It's a force field. Okay, it doesn't reappear immediately, so what's the point? I don't know. I could have probably done like that. Oh, well, I mean, sure. Okay, now I need to remember how to regain like height and all that shit. Slowly climb up. Why would I even need the mushrooms logically if I can just fly everywhere? And
Well,
also,
you didn't Google it right then, Hazmat.
hell is that thing? Maybe I can roll it on top of them. Yeah. Seems like it's kind of... For some reason it reminds me of something like surreal, like the game The Void. It's just like this rolling metal creature that is alive, but cannot do anything and serves the only purpose of being rolled around. It's kind of like dark, but in a cartoony way.
First of all, I kinda hate this fucking thing. Because
Well,
it's like
the
very
roller.
difficult to aim it precisely where it fucking goes. But secondly, I also love it. Because like, okay, let's make a thing that you need to roll around. But it will be too easy to just like push it and it will roll from the platform and fall and this will be annoying. I know, let's give it fucking arms so it stops itself.
Huh.
It's just fucking pure brilliance.
Actually, yeah, that's pretty genius. Okay, what's the point of all these mushrooms? And there was like a couple force fields down there. I didn't actually even pay attention to what I like got some shard or destroyed some shard down there in that force field. Oh well. Let's start focusing. I also keep trying to like steer myself via keyboard. Okay, obviously we need some sort of comrade here. Abysmal chasm bottom. Huh. Okay, hold forward. Remember to hold forward. What's the situation here? I guess just for like tricksy running. I'm starting to think that maybe I need to roll that fucking thing all the way across all these platforms. Okay, let's... Didn't stop itself. It actually kinda seems to roll itself sometimes.
It kinda does, like when it's near a button or a mushroom, it just rolls into them by itself. And that's also pretty cool. Sometimes it gets in the way, but it's generally helpful.
Is it ever explained what's this creature's origin?
No.
Ah, or hidden lore. Okay, what's the point of this platform? I guess maybe... This kind of reminds me of the end of Talos Principle. Smart. And it seems to save without an actual save thing anywhere nearby. Yeah, I'm seeing what you mean about it being kind of annoying to aim. Now you know what I felt like with those fucking bombs. Only this isn't actually timed. No, not the button, the mushroom. I guess maybe I shall punch it or something. God damn it, husband, I keep forgetting. Write me in Discord after the stream.
Which IVGN
Majora's Mask.
episode is that?
Majora's Mask themed, as far as I understand. Hey, actually, now that I think about this, that's probably the spawner for this thing, right? Cool. Well, Hazmati, there's platforms that move, and switches that you stand on and move the platforms. I hope that didn't ruin the story for you. Ha! Yep, cool. Okay. I'm assuming mushrooms are gonna just completely redirect it wherever it needs to be, so I'm gonna just punch them in the mushrooms. Huh. What went wrong there, I wonder? Okay, maybe it needs to be in the middle when it makes contact.
I like how devs were like self-conscious about this, and this could have been like the most annoying room in history of video games but they actually made it like bearable.
Yeah. Checkpoints on every circle. Like, I don't want checkpoints everywhere when it's just me doing like game stuff, running around shooting people and whatnot, but when it's some sort of like escort mission or something where you have to take care of something else, checkpoints everywhere, please. Okay, it doesn't actually keep the momentum very long when I kick it. Hopefully that was enough. That was enough, okay. Wow, that's very lenient. Yeah. Honestly, like, there's probably a bunch of shit. Yeah, I see yellows on every island down there. I'm gonna have to explore that when I deliver the thing. I hope it stays on the purples, never resets. Okay, let's find out what the hell this does. Okay, I am punting it from the red. From the red. From the red, please. Yeah. Honestly, like, this would be no. Why? Oh, well, I mean, actually, that's good enough. If it homes in on the shroom and everything. Could have worked like, what the fuck are you doing? Lol. Like the crates in Half-Life, where, you know, you just push them in the exact direction where you're going and not... It doesn't, like, the relation of them to you doesn't play any sort of difference. Play difference? Doesn't make any difference, that it doesn't play a role. Now, orient yourself. Idiot. He oriented himself pretty well previous time with the panel.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying to line yourself up perfectly to do this shit.
Okay, I'm gonna stabilize it, and now... No, I fucked it up. Huh, it really aggressively homes in on the interactables. I guess that's actually the better way to throw it, isn't it? Because it isn't quite as extreme as a bug. Okay, now
I haven't really tried. Maybe it is better.
It seems like it's like the distance was gonna be about from the red to the mushroom. I think I fucked it up again. No? Yes. Okay, so I need to step, like, as soon as it hits the platform, I need to step on the green. Oh! Okay, interesting. It actually can hurt me. It's like weaker than the bug looks like, and it stops much earlier.
Antroid told me.
Yeah, I don't remember in what context though. I guess I just mentioned that I was gonna stream it, and you learned about it immediately then. Because I think you googled it and played it like on your own without my suggestion, just because you heard about it from me saying I'm gonna stream it between the Paper Marios. Okay, let's stabilize it. Return the mushroom. Return the slab. Man, I'm remembering exactly how fun it is to fly. Cool. Is it just gonna auto level itself? Whee! No, it's not. I guess I need to like punch it the hell out of that trajectory. Probably that's why that platform is there. Yeah.
Dash.
Right. That's a thing. Bomb. Okay, let's not even... okay, works out. Now, that's probably gonna require a dash, but an exceedingly well-timed one. Get fucked, okay. Not even hard. No Vin, apparently it's a custom engine. Okay, hopefully this shit's saved. I'm gonna go down and just like fly all over the place. Also clouds, but are they solid? Yes, they are. But they look kind of ugly. Oh well. Transparent objects are a bitch, so understandable. What the fuck am I even doing? Flying so fast, so towards the floor. Okay, hold forward, don't hold flap. Could have been probably made with Unity. I'm not sure why they went with the custom engine. Nothing here seems like Unity wouldn't be able to do it.
Well, maybe they know Java and they don't know C#.
Fair enough. Though you would think, like, you don't need to know a lot, just the basic syntax you can look up. And it's like the formulas and algorithms that are probably more important in this game because of the physics of flight that are probably all mathematical and whatnot. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you know. I have no idea how to write my own engine, but I was able to pick up Unity real fast when my work demanded it. Given, of course, I had some minor previous experience with coding, but very minor, and not in any kind of C-based language. So I'm not sure how complex this game is compared to the stuff I've done. Probably very.
With Unity, it's like really easy to follow the basic tutorials, but as soon as you wanna like try something that's not covered by that, you're just kinda completely baffled.
This worries me. There's gonna be some sort of timed race or some shit.
Like I made the tutorial with Wheel Collider, but then I realized that I need a different kind of suspension for my car. And how do I do that? I don't fucking know. Should I fucking redo the entire Wheel Collider? I guess, but how do I do that? I don't know enough how to do that. And that was the end of it.
Wait. Oh no, I probably put that thing on the checkerboard, right? No. Right, yeah, not on this. This is just a spawn thing. So I literally just need to roll it. Whee! Hopefully it's not harshly timed or anything. I can hear a timer of some sort. There we go.
That was really close.
Yeah, but it was also pretty easy. Once I realized I can just like push it carelessly into the wall and the wall would correct its course. I'm really thankful that they did that way. I didn't need to actually like be smart about it. Kinda reminds me, honestly, like that little side path where you utilize the object that you familiarize yourself with, but in a slightly new way. That very much reminds me of the more like later Mario 3D games. Alright, I guess theoretically, I could go back up. But there are a couple spots there that I'm iffy on being able to fly up without being shot to death. So I'm gonna just wait until I replay from the start. Also, I like this little help whatever's hanging from the ceiling. Kind of very little of them, very few. This game could use some spicing up in terms of graphics, but at the same time, I'm perfectly happy with how it looks anyway, because you know, it's nostalgic. Okay, hopefully it sets there, or I can just get in. We can have eel chamber. How ill are we talking?
Very ill.
What was that credit song from Ill Bleed called? Like, let's get ill or something. Really dumb. Okay, the eel isn't actually like smart, but it has a force field. What do I need to like dash into or something? Or it's just gonna clear the way for me. Okay, I'll accept it. No!
Wow, I think you're completely fucked now. Just reload the save.
How would I reload the save when I can actually, I guess it's the...
Oh, there's another one. It comes right back. Okay, cool.
I was way too low to keep flying though. Way too low. Speaking of way too low, I should probably get done with Shadow Warrior sometime in the future. Man, I'm still salty about that fucking bathhouse level. Actually, what if I just ride it? Huh. I thought I would like take cover under it there, but it didn't seem to make any difference for the purposes of it. This shit just kind of stops falling on its own when the eel is around it. That's weird and not as intuitive as I would have expected. Would have been cool to take cover under the eel. Also, I wonder how much stuff I'm missing that's above.
There isn't much you can miss here.
Well, let's redo anyway. I guess now I'm super dead. I was wondering if there were any lums up there. It's very spiky.
Which demo? What are you talking about, Hazmat?
The face is really suspiciously dick-like.
You know what they say? Everything is a dildo if you're brave enough.
Yeah. This thing is
Also,
large
there
and
is a
spiky,
really
but
suspicious cracked section of this eel, and I tried dashing into it, but I don't think it does anything.
it could be just flavor. Ah. Yeah, I see what you mean. I imagine it would have been highlighted with the little orange. God damn it.
Oh, Hazmat.
Okay, I didn't see any yellows above, so I'm gonna just pretend that there are no lums. Oh, that was a mistake. It has a demo in it as much, but the game itself is more or less done. I don't think it's in early access at all. Why did I jump off? I'm not sure.
It took me like, I don't know, 3 days to 100% it.
No, why would you run on the wall there? You actual retard.
But if you know what you're doing, it can be beaten in under 2 hours.
Yeah, that is pretty suspicious, isn't it? Oh my god.
Just fucking ride the thing, stop being fancy.
Yeah. One of these purple Kool-Aid falls didn't stop quick enough compared to the rest of them.
That's not a fucking demo. The actual demo that's included with the game, it's like, I don't know, half an hour, maybe. Probably even less. It is a pretty fun game.
It's really fun. Though I guess you need to have some sort of tolerance for like the graphics and whatnot. And the characters. Oh no. Okay, never mind. Oh, a little indentation in the rock just for the eel.
Hello, Tiger.
Hello, Tiger. Yes, okay. Something suspicious is... Okay, yeah, there's a bunch of lums. Wasn't even that needed. I'm gonna stand on a crack. Okay, I've developed a way to easily avoid the roll. Is jump onto the thing that is just finishing to roll. Ooh, that was kind of close. I'm gonna ignore the top because why the hell would I even be there? Huh. There was really only that one little niche with the llams. I'm hoping. Okay, yeah. I'm fairly sure I said hello there, so... Not missing anything. New documents. Cyan blobs temporarily preventing Sammy from going down. It's like infinite flight. It's like we're in Hell and Doom 3. Oh wait, that's just a different technique. Technique! Why?
This is what I meant when I was complaining about it. It's pretty easy to just hit your head in a situation like that, and then you're just completely screwed. Then you have to go back down and redo it.
Well, in my case, it was my fault because I forgot that. Once again, I don't steer with the keyboard. I steer with the mouse. Okay, I'm gonna be on the safer side and fly closer to where my feet are, not where my head is. Something there. Just a shroom. Also, that's a floor apparently. I'm not even sure why I was flying when I possibly could have just ran. Where is the floor? The floor is literally wherever you want it to be, looks like. Yeah. What? I'm gonna stop at every mushroom just because. There could always be llams. Was this like hell wind?
Yeah, this game isn't glitchy at all. I haven't found any glitches in all the time I've been in it.
I also don't remember having any glitch problems. I had 99 problems, but a glitch ain't one. Actually, I don't have 99 problems on this game at all. Okay, hit the mushroom, hit the mushroom. Nah. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's not even try to salvage that. Let's just keep hitting the mushroom. No! Mushroom! Man, there's a chat.
Well, I don't know. Adventure 1 is good.
Yeah, Adventure 1 and Heroes are good, I think. And I guess half of Generations is 3D and also pretty alright.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have little interest in Spyro. If I played Spyro, I would play emulated PS1 versions. But what else is going on there? Sonic. Also, Ukulele, honestly, like, was not at all interesting to me.
Why are you moving your mouse so much?
I don't feel like I'm moving my mouse very much.
Well, instead of flying straight, you're hitting the walls, so clearly you're doing something wrong.
Yes. Maybe I'm just like, I keep trying to just look instead of, like, you know, adjust my camera. Yeah, I guess my sensitivity is still kind of high. Make it. Bish! I guess I need that stamina. Ah! Too early for that dash. Man, the texture here literally is like from that mod that we just played at the start of the stream. I guess the mod used this texture. Nah. Start there.
Just don't fucking touch anything after the first mushroom, and you'll fly exactly into the next one.
No. I'm just like completely overcorrecting, looks like. I'm also not sure, does any, I guess the the green force fields do make you unfurl your wings automatically, so I don't need to do that. Ah, finally, okay.
He made it.
Yes. All the vertical sprite mushrooms. I'm just gonna check if there's... No, nothing, okay.
You should be missing like 13 or so.
Well, it's gonna be all in that optional area that I didn't go into.
Yeah.
Cool, okay. What's your name? Magdalene, whatever.
Melinda.
Yeah, same thing. I guess we just kinda stared at each other. Good. What's this? Where are we? It's a different place. Ah, it's... I guess one of the ways I could have gone through the thing. In the intro. Right. Okay, there's the... Probably
I
like...
think you got 330 already.
Not sure, I think I had 200 and something, let's see. I mean, I... Nearly, no. And I probably won't have it even when I clear the rest of that level, looks like. But yeah, FPS and platformer is also my jam as well. In addition to that, some like third-person hack and slash or RPGs, but not like character action like Devil May Cry, but rather some simpler in terms of mechanics. I guess that's pretty much like the short list of my jam. Where's the quickest way into the basement? All these windows into the courtyard and not a single proper door. This is gonna be like the chapel? No, not even. Okay, I guess I can always just do that. Oh, hi. Wow, that animation is still bad. Back on it, where from? More. Actual Derek. Chick trying to cry there. Troll, not troll, Hake Brutus. Scripted dodge. Oh, not the elevator music this time. Oof. Yeah, that's not a good exchange, is it? Also, what the hell? I know I didn't like her. Bish! Go away with your sword. Man, people are discussing things in the chat I can't even read. Fuck off.
It's about platformers.
Ah. Okay, I guess just like dodge and counterattack. Yeah, except when you don't counterattack, because I kinda hate that you cannot actually attack while moving, or even like start your attack or something. And also I don't have nearly enough dexterity or control to stop attacking and just like avoid quickly enough when I'm doing a combo when she draws a
You
sword.
just got to figure out her patterns, and then she's easy.
I kinda hate bosses like that, to be honest. I prefer bosses where I'm just like dynamically reacting to whatever they do, instead of figuring out how exactly they're gonna do things and like the order of their actions and whatnot. And this very specifically scripted attacks. Ah. Like when she brings out the sword, I cannot avoid that shit if I do more than one attack on her in the first place. I guess I could kind of see her horn lighting out there, but that's a very small and barely visible thing to look out for.
She doesn't attack immediately when she pulls out her sword.
I'm pretty sure immediately when it, like, the sword swings by me, it damages me. Oh, fuck off. Also, I kinda hate enemies just jumping back with the exact same trajectory as if they got kicked, because I can't actually tell if I landed the hit. Combat's probably the weakest part of this game. I guess I need, like, when I'm running at her, dodge is my thing, not the dodge, the dash. But yeah, like, I can't turn quickly enough to aim my hits. I feel like the physics of the character in this game are completely not suited for actual, like, fast combat. But they...
Yeah, that's probably why there is not much of it.
But the bosses like this kind of expect it, looks like. Okay, still cannot tell if she dodged that or if I actually balanced her off.
If you bug her, she drops her sword.
Okay. And talk about the difficulty spike. I didn't even kill the giant stump in the previous level, so it's still gonna be there, it looks like. I just kill me. I don't even care. Yeah, like that, immediately. The first swing of the sword hits me, so I don't know what you're talking about. She doesn't attack immediately. It still hurts.
Maybe it's different on easy.
Yeah, could be. Alright, that was timed well, I guess. I just want some sort of attack that does actual damage that I can do out of, like, running into the enemy.
Dash!
But dash doesn't do any fucking damage.
It does a little bit of damage.
Well, that doesn't qualify it for what I said, which is does actual damage.
It is actual damage. It's just not too much of it. Also, she's less likely to jump away when you are dashing, compared to Buck.
Cuff. Also, the border, the line between rolling forward and when you start to dash is kind of blurry. I'm not sure how to tell.
Music in this game isn't the greatest. I don't think it's royalty free. It's probably like self-made or something.
Some of the level tunes have been like funky enough. The fight music is pretty weak. I wouldn't say it sounds stupid. It's just kind of like nothing. Big nothing burger. I'm more annoyed by the fight than the music. The fight is just bad in my opinion. The first thing in this game that I can confidently say I don't like.
Well, it really isn't.
Wait, isn't what? Bad or...
Isn't bad.
No, I think
or
it is.
difficult.
I think it is. Maybe not on easy, but who the hell counts that? The game should be balanced and hard. And just like overall combat mechanics. The attacks that you have, pretty much all about the combat. I kinda like the cats, and like the regular enemies, or just the stealth guys whom I can just like sneak back twice and that's it. but this combat is tedious as hell. With that combat situation with like a bunch of enemies, that was way too slow. Wait on for way longer than it needed to. Yeah, like you have no maneuverability, you have no good attacks. It's just nothing is fun about the combat here. It's frustrating and nothing more. Like there, was literally not able to run away quickly enough when I realized I should stop comboing. Fuck off, no? And yeah, the line between dashing and rolling forward is also very blurry. I guess you can kinda tell when the animations change, but not quickly enough in the midst of combat. Also just misses.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking try it on hard. Antroid is like 2/3, like 3/4 into the game or something.
Okay, you really don't need enemies to dodge that much from my bug. It's not even satisfying to land when it's like this random. We're just gonna push her into the wall or something. Okay, get fucked. Man. No, the character I'm controlling is way too slow for any combat. Even if it's manageable on easy, it doesn't mean it's well done. Yeah, okay, exchanging that doesn't work, clearly. Because sometimes, a couple times, there were cases where her sword, when she was doing like this little figure 8, it didn't actually hurt me. So I'm trying to figure out if there was a mistake, and it should have hurt me. Yeah, there, when she pulls that, there's like barely any time to react when you're doing combos to her. Now it's starting to even get annoying how slow like the little fade is, even though it's not slow at all. But in a situation like this I want to like snap fingers, instantly restart. Like there, why did that not hit me? That's jank. That's jank. Fuck off. Really bothers me how...
Okay, she's considerably more difficult on hard, but I still beat her first try.
Well, I mean, you already are used to her from beating her on easy. But the main thing I guess that bothers me is literally like I have no good attack that I can make while walking or moving at all. And that I can barely dodge properly. And how slow I turn when I need to hit her. Like, I could understand maybe if the game had more fights and gradually taught me all the like shit I need to pull with her. There I just got damaged by nothingness. I guess the sword just idly flying around hit me. There it didn't when it should have. God, this is way too much of a difficulty spike. And yeah, the difficulty is in adapting to the shit-ass physics that the character has instead of, I don't know, the good execution, in my opinion. Yeah. Like, how do you not give a character an attack that you can do while walking? Because I don't have time to accelerate to run, so I can dash into her. And I don't have time to stop properly to do my normal attacks. All I can do is just kind of like walk slowly out of her range or something. That's fucking retarded to do. There's like this giant part of your movement where you have actually no attacks available to you whatsoever.
You should just dash more.
Dashing requires running in the first place, and there's not even enough place in here to run. And also I cannot, like, how do I run and then turn to her quickly enough? Also she dodges the dash anyway. Yeah, okay. I guess you dash if you hold the R button or something, which I forgot.
Like literally right there, you could dash into her and kill her.
I'm never facing her. Do I dash like where the camera faces or something?
No.
Like I
You're
was
dashing
never.
where the character is
I
facing.
was never facing her, even anywhere close to when you said that. I'm pretty sure. Okay, that was a like non-running dash that I didn't even know existed in this game because it was never needed. Melinda. Okay, I still kind of hated that boss fight, but at least I managed. I guess it's not the boss fight as much as it's like the general combat mechanics of my character. By far not as well done as the flight. Good thing the flight is the main thing in this game. Means I still like the game overall, okay. I don't care about the talking. I'm gonna care on the second playthrough with the translator, I guess. Well, that certainly didn't help my dislike of that cat. Okay, best if you don't know me. I don't care about you, go away. And by cat I mean dog. Still looks more like a cat though. Alright, let's go recollect the stuff that we missed.
There's 2 places that you missed.
Huh. 2 even. I only remember there was like early on here after the first checkpoint or something, there was a split somehow in the road which I then just completely forgot about. Why? Why? Okay. Good enough. I guess that part would be second. I literally cannot tell why there I wasn't in its aim. I don't know how I feel about this level overall. I like the part with the rolly thing. And I didn't mind horribly the dodging the ray thing, but if they're actually expecting me to figure out what's inside there, that's more annoying. Okay. Yeah, this must be something. I guess I need to get up there or use the ramp for it or something like that. accelerate here. Okay, that works. Cool. If Hippocat hadn't said that I missed 2 parts, I wouldn't have thought to check that whole balcony. I probably would have had to go through the level a 3rd time.
Now don't die, because if you die you have to collect that again.
I'm sorry, where's the next checkpoint? There we go, okay. Now where the hell could there be an alternate path in here? Is it just like down here? Yeah, I guess I was going there, where the arrow is pointing. Because I thought it went up, even though it eventually just turned down anyway. Like, I like the level tunes, honestly. Like, this level tune here I like. It's like Bob-omb in a hat. What's going on here? Chicken Bob-omb? It's literally like a metal cuckoo. Cool. But yeah, the fight music is generally weaker. Much like the fights themselves. Ha ha ha. Alright, missing 0. Let's depart. Wash away that awful fight with something better. Yeah, I guess still don't have a walking attack, just a running attack and a standing attack. That's dumb as hell. I'm just like not even gonna pretend to be... This is balcony again. I'm not gonna pretend to be... What's the word? Unrude about it. Polite, there we go. The fact that
Whoa, even forgetting the word.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like so far removed from my mind the concept of politeness when talking about how, like, in one state of movement, which is possibly the most often occurring during combat, you don't actually get an attack. How fucking dumb that is. There is no politeness left in me for that. I guess I should have, like, I could have remembered, because I completely forgot I could dash from standstill. If I remember that, the boss fight probably would have gone by much faster. Hippocat kept telling me to dash, but never told me that, hey, Antroid, do you remember that you can dash from a standpoint? No, because I thought I needed to, like, accelerate and then somehow turn towards her and then dash, and then she would probably still have dodged it, but that was like the only way. I was like, why the fuck does he keep talking about dashing? It's literally not possible, but then turns out that you can just like do this. Frame rate, well, I mean, there's not much here to slow down the frame rate. Okay, pump station, something different. Didn't we already have pump station?
No, you had Luftpumpe.
Luftpumpe, okay. Pump station it is then. Double propeller guy. I'm suspecting or expecting, I don't know, part of me wants to say another stealth, but it doesn't look like a stealth kind of enemy. Maybe it'll literally blow me away.
I wonder how you'll deal with that.
Ah.
Probably gonna complain a lot, like about Melinda.
Yeah. Very possible. Well, nothing's gonna be as bad as Shadow Warrior though, in terms of my recent sources of saltiness, so you know what, I'm content. But god damn does Shadow Warrior suck balls on the highest difficulty. It's like one of the worst FPS games I've actually ever played on the highest difficulty. I'd rather play Doom on Nightmare than Shadow Warrior on no pain, no gain. But I still need to finish Shadow Warrior and I'm not lowering the fucking difficulty.
Be right back.
Alright. I mean, even on a couple PCs back, I feel like this game could handle 100 guys on screen. Unless the engine is just like really bad secretly. Because it's like... It looks simpler than Serious Sam by far. And Serious Sam could handle 100 guys on screen. Okay, I cannot get in there, which is where the map and everything is. There's this little thing, but it probably opens when you press the lever. I mean, I have the map. The thing that's there is like the how many are left. But I guess that goes there. Enemy spawns, no. They're just like, they take off all your health half the time, and of course the hit scanners have like infinitely small reaction time, and then there's the shit-ass cloaked hit scanners that just like blind you, which means you're dead because you won't be able to dodge anything when you're blinded only by accident. Or they do that attack that just like sometimes flies by, sometimes kills the shit out of you, with like a fire column spreading more fire attack. Just don't even get me started. Like everything in that game surfaces on the hardest difficulty how badly a lot of things are designed, in my opinion. The levels are cramped, like in the build engine, the levels are always so fucking cramped. And it feels like it expects to play like actual Doom, like good action games, good FPS. But it's way too cramped to properly play like that. Okay, didn't we already learn about this? I guess that this thing was not lit up, which probably would mean it's like a new, not a new message. Yeah, Shadow Warrior was, I also got it free. I had the non-free version, which also might have been free back in the day. I don't remember how I got it, like the Redux. But the Redux is terrible. Actually, no, I didn't get, I guess I don't have it on Steam. Because I got it free off GOG for some reason. I don't even think I own any other Shadow Warriors on GOG, and it's still free. So the Redux version on Steam is trash. Literal trash. So I just played the DOSBox version. Yeah, that Invisible Ninja, that's like the fucking shittest shit ever. Some of it. For some reason they're not quite as dangerous in the first level. Feels like they almost beef up in the next levels, which is like, eh. But even the ghosts are annoying, and the basic first enemy hit scanners are really, really annoying. And then you've got variations of them that just like, with one hand they shoot hit scans at you periodically, with the other hand they just like, no tell, no warning, just like lob a fucking rocket at you. That you just have to be already moving to be able to dodge, or a grenade or something like that. Basically it's trash. And that's where, like, Iron Fury, one of the few things I hated about Iron Fury is how long the reload for the Uzis was, the whatchamacallits. And I guess that they stole it from Shadow Warrior, because there's also like a unbearably long reload for them when you were building 2. And the shotgun has like 4 shells before it has to reload. We got water. Honestly, like, I've played Blood. Though I did play Blood on the medium difficulty, because all the other ones are apparently bugged in the DOS version, so I couldn't play it on like second hardest at least. Because after a save and load, like, it swaps some enemy stats with a different difficulty, so it just ruins the intended experience. But honestly, like, Blood on medium difficulty is way better than Shadow Warrior on hardest. And the dogs in Blood are worse than cultists anyway, in my opinion. But Blood, it feels like badly made in terms of there's a lot of things that just don't work well. Like hit detection for a lot of things when there's like floor over floor shenanigans with sectors. Sometimes just explosions don't hit anything, flares don't hit anything, stuff like that. It's just like enemies don't see you even though you're in plain sight. And what else? Yeah, stuff like that basically works, like barely works at all. And the flying enemy AI just loves to freaking spin out of control in the air above you. It also looks like it's unintended, because like who the hell would have designed that purposefully? But Shadow Warrior is just like badly designed. It works better technically, but it's designed way worse in my opinion. Okay, was there anything? There's a below and there's above. Where do I go? Above, because there's a lum. Also, I also don't save in the middle most of the time, but in Shadow I don't actually remember. I guess I sometimes save in Shadow Warrior, because that would be completely unbearable. I don't remember how often I save, honestly, in Shadow Warrior or Blood. Not very often. Not like completely save scummy, but... Also, yeah, that happened, Money Spy, that happened to me as well. They just lost the ability to, like, turn towards the camera sometimes.
Okay, this is annoying, so I can explain the best way to get there if you want.
I wanna just experiment for a bit. Yeah, the dynamite is probably the best thing about Blood. Dynamite and the flare gun when it actually hits something. There's like the two weapons that stand out as being satisfying. I guess the Tommy gun ain't bad, the shotgun is alright.
Hey, DD.
Okay, yeah, hello DD. I get the chat later than Hippocat, apparently I was confused. What? Also, I guess, I don't know, did you play continuously or like pistol start, pitchfork start, Money Spider? Because I played continuously, I didn't have any ammo problems past like the first level of the first episode. In fact, I was seldom not maxed out on at least one ammo type. And they give you so much napalm sometimes and stuff like that. But yeah, Blood, like, out of all Build Engine games, I can only say that I actually like Duke and Iron Fury. Shadow Warrior is just fucking hot garbage, and Blood is heavily flawed, too flawed for me to actually enjoy it properly. Hippocat swears up and down on it, but I don't feel the atmosphere well. It just doesn't feel like it takes itself seriously, at least slightly seriously enough for the atmosphere to mean something. I guess that isn't really as much of a problem when you're a kid. If I was a kid playing Blood, I would have been scared of everything. But now, if it's a new game, I kinda needed to pretend at least. Ah, well, that was kind of half successful. But yeah, I played Blood on medium, whatever is like well done or something. And I played continuously, and I'm probably never replaying. I mean, I will probably replay it at some point. Okay, I actually managed it, cool. But I will never replay Shadow. I don't want to say. Looks like with these games, sometimes like I forget how much I hated them, and then I feel like if I give them another chance, it'll go better, and I'll probably replay them. But right now, I feel like I can barely make myself finish Shadow Warrior at all. Wait, that's the other side. Oh right, in the below. Blood I at least like wanted to launch. I wanted to get back into it after like a day of rest. Shadow Warrior I just like cannot master the will to go back into that game. Also, contrary to most people I think in Build Engine games, my least favorite levels are the ones with like realistic buildings and cities and whatnot for some reason. Like, especially when I watched Civi's video on the second episode of Blood. Because his favorite level was like the hotel and then the haunted mansion. I like couldn't care less about those, and I liked the just like bland ass cave at the end of episode 2. Way more. That's probably like my favorite Blood level. There's like a mountain pass in the expansion or something I also liked. And cannot really comprehend the geometry here. Okay. I guess the water temple here. The Hylia temple. Or is that thing... Is that thing just acceleration, or is that actually like a switch for the water to start? Let's...
Acceleration things are green.
Right. Switches
Switches that open doors are orange.
Ooh, no, 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 no. The other way! Actual piece of shit. Turn. There we go. Okay, where do I want it? I want it on the wheel. One of them.
This part is a bit annoying.
I'm guessing I need to stop it. Let's see how many entrances there are. There could be entrance which requires both of them to be aligned in the middle. I can't really tell there. No, I probably won't be able to squeeze in there. Okay, it helps that the orange, like rusty part is where the hole is. You can... Wait, the hole there is on a different side, not... Actually, they're both below. I don't know what I was doing there. The annoying part here is that there's way too much shit in the way of being able to easily tell where the entrance is. You know what? While that is open, I'm just gonna go there first. Okay, looks like that is actually the switch I need to go into first. Okay, that works. Don't have to be on either wheel if you do the dash.
Oh man, this is good. Thank you, Antroid.
For the dash.
I just keep disregarding dash as a way to like push things.
You need to dash more, Hippocat. Okay, I'm
Do you
gonna...
want a piece of advice?
Ironically or unironically?
Unironically.
I mean, how spoiler is it?
Well, not very.
Okay, sure.
Well, I mean, you're already kind of doing it, so whatever.
I just want to do the, like, I want to check the middle. I guess, maybe that's what you were going to say. That would be good enough, at least to be able to tell. Aha, yep. I was correct. There we go. Hopefully her fat ass can squeeze in there somehow. Okay, let me catch up. But yeah, I kinda like the temples more than the like urban themed environments. I also hate the few forest themed levels. I like the little bog level. I forget where it was in Blood. Might have been the expansion with a bunch of those like shark dudes and the Charon on the boat.
I think it was a secret level somewhere.
Could have been, but I didn't like Crystal Lake Camp at all. And I think there was another level like with the forest in there. Ooh, that's like perfect. Almost, no, not quite perfect. But yeah, I like caves and temples more than other levels. I guess I kind of like the atmospherically, purely atmospherically, I like the Hell Foundry, like with a bunch of dogs, Metalworks level as well. But I didn't like playing it. Also, it glitched. There was that place in there where there was like a shape, a 2 stories room with like ledges and everything, and in the middle there was a shape, like a U kind of shape, I guess, platform that was like rotating and moving back and forth like this. And I think a cultist fell down in the metal below on the floor, and he blocked the platform for a bit, or something happened weirdly. So the floor of the platform is synchronized with the actual like body of the platform under the floor, and it looked really fucking weird and glitchy. Because apparently the sector that was like above the platform, the emptiness and the floor, is one sector or something, and the platform itself was another, and they went out of sync, and it was just like trippy, man.
No, Luis. Also, Antroid, welcome to the shittiest fucking place in the game that I hate with all my heart.
I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be my revenge for the boss fight. I'm gonna like it. Dusk. I forget how much I talked about Dusk on streams, but I really like Dusk, especially after fucking Blood and Shadow Warrior. It was like an 8 out of 10 for me, or 7 maybe. I have gripes with Dusk, but they are minor. My favorite episode is 2, my least favorite episode is 3. I pretty much didn't like episode 3 mostly. Okay, let me actually look around and look at the map. Well, apparently it's all confined in this little area.
Oh, you can just do it from there. Okay. But that was the easy part.
God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna assume that there is nothing below there that I just kind of like walked by, because I don't... apart from the water. Okay, let's go further. Oh.
So... you're not gonna investigate more?
More where? Like down there?
Well, kinda.
I didn't really see anything here. That was green. Green is the moving thing. I don't remember where I went from, if I went from that little ledge or from the green thing. Okay, give me time to reposition myself. Okay, I might remind Silent Hill. Well, Silent Hill is a bit more intelligent. I feel like episode 3 was just like low random ideas. In this level, there's gonna be weird colors. In this level, is gonna be like an area where everything's huge. This level is gonna be gravity shit and islands in the void. I don't know, it's just kind of like a mishmash of ideas that didn't really fit together at all, didn't form an atmosphere. Evil is my least favorite out of these like recent retro shooters. I was of course playing it on Evil and with X starts, and I found it to be the difficulty in that game, I feel like, isn't made... I don't know. I was not like super good at it in the end. I didn't get very good while I played. And also apparently like I played part way when it was earlier in the access, and some of it might have gotten patched or something. But it kind of felt like the way that they made things more difficult were all the wrong ways. It's like barely dodgeable enemies. I don't remember much else, honestly. But my least favorite part of Evil was the 5th episode, mostly because of several enemy types that I found to be completely bullshit. Also, all the bosses are absolutely fucking terrible in that game. Just like every single one of them, apart from the very last one. All the other bosses are complete trash, in my opinion. Like, not even joking. Not a single one of them I liked. The first boss was just like random projectiles you have no way of dodging because they bounce all over the place. So you kill him before you get killed by that shit. Okay, I came from here, so up there. Somehow didn't notice that part. There was that little tornado boss. I still don't know how I beat it because it just like nothing did anything and then it died. There was the giant parasite slime, whatever boss that I cheesed with an axe, otherwise it was annoying as hell. There was the solar guardian boss that was easier than everything else in that game, like the easiest thing ever, completely like just like helpless. there was the Forges or whatever, the 5th episode boss that looked to be like the hardest they attempted to make an actual fair boss, but some of his attacks didn't seem like reliably dodgeable at all, and I didn't like him. Also, there wasn't enough mana in there to like properly kill him well. And what else? Episode 6's boss was super like infuriating at first, but then I got better at it and it was alright. I guess it's like the second best boss in the game apart from the last one. Last one is the best. Yeah, visually, I guess, yeah, that would be Tiger. I guess that would be my opinion roughly. Visually, it's probably like second after Iron Fury. I still like Iron Fury more visually. Dusk is the least good visually out of them. Mostly because a lot of places in Dusk it feels like they use the low poly and format as an excuse to just be super lazy with the modeling. All the enemies almost look like trash. Okay, I'm guessing I can't really just like go into the green from standstill. I should start trying to play the game. But yeah, Amityville is second. Visually, atmospherically, Dusk is the best, I think. Amityville is second in there as well. Actually, Iron Fury is not. I wouldn't say it's third. It's like shared second place with Amityville. Ah, mouse. Too much mouse. Gameplay-wise, I think I might have enjoyed Dusk more than Iron Fury. Amityville is my least favorite gameplay-wise out of them.
The gameplay demo, you mean PT?
Also the axe, when I beat most of the game, like I beat the first 5 episodes, I think the axe didn't even have the little thing where it like pulls enemies towards you, I don't think. The final boss is too easy. Well, that's probably why I liked it, because it actually felt like it was fair. Okay, I can't really keep up with everything people have been saying in response to my opinions there. But yeah, also, I would rather have Silent Hills than Resident Evil 7, though I respect Resident Evil 7, but I don't like everything about it. Which is, please don't mistake that for me saying I dislike everything about it. I don't like all aspects of Resident Evil 7. I haven't actually played it.
So this orb is like the absolute fucking worst.
The one that just
I
got
guess you
there.
didn't have too much of trouble getting it, but then I just fucking hate getting there. It just fucking sucks.
That is way better than the boss fight. I'm satisfied. I am... What's the word? What's that word when you're like not proven right, but it's like whatever. It'll come to me. Garfield card. TSD, Tumblr and Reddit, Sound Hills, blah blah blah. Yeah, Resident Evil 7 is definitely inspired by PT, I think. What I didn't much love about Resident Evil 7 was the fact how much they went into like, let's explain everything about why everything is and how everything was, and just, I don't know, removed a lot of the horror aspect when it's like, hey, this is a bio-virus thing, this is what happened exactly, this is how it mutates things. This is the nature of the little girl. What else was there? Like, yeah, basically way too much explained, and it's like kind of Americanized. I feel like it betrayed the Japanese tradition of not explaining shit about horror stories. What the hell is that? I don't think that's the propeller things from the thing, so that's not the thing that Hippocate was wondering how I would deal with. Okay, I guess I'm dead in this water. Also, this reminds me, you know, I showed the lava canyon level of that mod, Hippocate, that you said was gonna look like something. But there is also a glacier level in that mod, with like giant pieces of fruit that kind of shaped like they play the role of gears, so kind of remind me of the water wheels, and like the glacier, and there is a lot of water involved there. It's like you keep melting and refreezing parts of it. So genuinely just this level is similar to that one as well. Wait, this looks like the music is quieted down, so it's maybe the way forward. Also, I could check in the map. I came from the east, always into the east, but so down here is extra stuff that might exist. Unless that's the way forward. Okay, this might be the way forward. Never mind all that. Maybe it's a puzzle of some sort. What happens? Not enough something. Okay, maybe in that other direction I need to like activate some stuff. Maybe that thing. I also need to investigate that I didn't miss any ledges or okay. Ledges or anything like that in this general vicinity. Ooh. Oh, there's a lever there. Okay, missed that one. Okay, let's see. Chad Xenomorph. Yeah. You know what? I feel like aliens would still be scary, even if you knew it's like a alien parasite species, how it works. It's still very, very alien. Har har har. And to
Well,
me,
I mean, it
and very
doesn't fucking
dangerous.
change anything. Like, you knew it's an alien, and you knew it, like, it's a parasite. And what changed exactly? How can you explain it to ruin it?
Well, I mean, I guess
Excuse me.
there could be different aspects of its like life cycle or species types or the hierarchy structure of the different types. But you know what? We could have studied them as much as like any type of insect that we know a lot about, and I would still find them scary enough. Even in the Alien vs Predator games, where you get to play as the alien, doesn't like make them not scary anymore. Though a big part of the alien being scary with the atmosphere and everything is the music, so maybe it's not like universal. Hey, I knew there was black lightning happening here. Maybe ramp. Well, I mean, it's not really, it never was anything unexplainable. It was a like weird alien freaky parasite creature. It was never supernatural. At least I don't think it never seemed to be supernatural at all. They might have explained the architects or whatever there a bit much, but I haven't actually followed very closely. Yeah, I'm gonna pretend I didn't miss anything there and just like move on.
You didn't, I think.
Good. Pumpihus U1, Niv U2. I have no idea what any of this means. Let's explore it. I'm guessing I'm gonna pump the water. I wonder if the water is icy cold. Let's see. Oh no, there's just like a shark in there. Was there really a need to put a shark in here? Like, where can I even escape using this water?
Well, I mean, it's just a hazard, so you don't fucking fall in water.
Yeah, makes sense. I guess here you actually need to fly above it specifically. Would make more sense for it to just be freezing cold, in my opinion, but then again, it would be like an unnecessarily different water hazard from the shark outside. Triforce. Pump house. Oh yeah. I guess that's probably the first lowering. Let's see what happens in that tunnel where I just flew. Still water. Fuck. I'll have to check here. Unless it just connects to the main. Can't really tell. It should, because there's not that much space here. Oh, hi. Ooh, giant herb ball. Interesting. Why are you purple? You're special. Was this always here? No. Ah, probably because of the fight. Oh, it just has a bunch of life. I thought I needed to find some sort of vulnerability state. Though it also just kind of shoots me out of the air before I can actually slam into it. You know what was a good space horror-ish movie I keep bringing up? I actually don't remember the name.
Event Horizon?
Well, I mean, that's obvious. That and Sunshine, but I was talking about the German one that I brought up during BTST once. I think it had like a Latin sounding name. It was named after like this symptom or some illness where you are isolated in space on a ship for too long and you like develop psychosis or some shit, I don't remember. Man. I wish I remembered. Basically it was like...
I don't know that movie.
There was a ship with a giant like humanity-saving ship flying to a new planet to colonize instead of Earth. And they were all in cryosleep, but I guess they woke up, or a big portion of it woke up or something. And they evolved rapidly there, generations after generation on the ship. And devolved rather into like beasts. And that's like the type of monster they have on a giant ship. Because like a new set of characters wakes up. And they have to avoid those beasts and do something. And in the end, I will not spoil, but I took it differently than what it turned out to be, and the way I took it was way cooler. I guess I mentioned it on DTST rather, before. So I thought, because they showed when they opened the like the visors and whatnot of the ship, they showed the outside was like pure black, not even space. And then some creatures were just flying in there. And I thought they had flown in cryospace so long that it's like the reality itself deteriorated. Because it was like so impossibly long. But turns out they just had landed in some ocean on another planet instead. Okay, that was too early. I'm not a big fan of the purple ones because they just spawn that sphere.
Yeah, they are annoying.
They spawn the sphere right on themselves right as I approach. It does seem a way to dodge it, apart from maybe like timing. Do they shoot with regular intervals? I don't know.
Well, they kinda like lock in on you, and then they shoot after a little while.
That was also a surprisingly like large jump flight there when I was in that sphere. Because normally I don't think I can get as much height just from a standstill. They also seem to be leading their shots, which I respect. Not like there, what, how? But yeah, at least it like barely damages you. And you can time, like, you fly into them after another shot that they made recently. Who else is left?
No one.
Okay, I guess it was just like a leftover sphere there. Okay, I need to remember where I've been. I must have been here. Yeah, that's the pump house. Well, autosave is good. Yeah, they were. I actually didn't like that part that they were modified to rapidly evolve. If only I could remember the name. It was like some Latin term. Some very widespread, I think, actually, like a regular word, not something that you don't know. Yeah, that's this explosive. Oh, no. When I mean like a widespread Latin term, I'm saying like I don't know if actually Mobius is Mobius Latin. It's as common as Mobius, I think. Maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah, I think it was in English. It was originally German made, but I'm pretty sure it was in English.
If you're gonna move on, you're gonna miss out on a couple of things.
Well, I don't know if this is moving on. I guess it is, yeah, on the map. I would have checked on the map anyway.
Oh god, this fucking thing. Okay.
Well, I mean,
I remember. I mean, I don't mean
shit.
the one you tried to get. I just remembered one thing that isn't here. Well,
Dang it.
I'll just leave you to finding it out on your own.
Okay, thank you. Gotta find something on my own in this fucking game. Ah. Well, I didn't mean that. Pandorum, yeah, there we go. I guess it's not the word itself, but it's after, like, Pandora's box, which is a very well-known word. There we go. But my favorite space kind of thing isn't actually even... I think it's not even Event Horizon, it's Sunshine. But it might be Event Horizon. I don't remember how much exactly I enjoyed Sunshine. I just remember being very surprised by how much I liked it. Well, this certainly looks suspicious. No.
Chomp.
Ah. If you said jump there, I think I wasn't able to jump because I was like in the process of bobbing up and down in the water or some shit.
No, I said chomp.
Ah, okay, yeah. That was the my second variant, my second guess.
Auto save again.
Yes, good point. Maybe I'll auto-save in a different place. Pump house. Not even pump house. Pump house U1. Like, this is a stretch here, but this music track keeps reminding me at the same time of Binding of Isaac, the original good soundtrack, and a little bit of the Silent Hill 1 theme. It's just like literally the slightly instrument just kind of slightly reminds me of it, and it's like one note in that instrument that's like a similar note. It's very, very superficial surface level similarity. Okay, I've been pumping hose, and that's the moving on part. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm still missing here. I'm going to just make sure that pumping hose.
You even saw the thing you were missing.
Did I?
You kind of saw both things you were missing.
I mean, there's that waterfall that's really suspicious, but I guess I keep forgetting about it. There's that yellow thing down there that I don't know what the hell it is. Okay. Now both things though, that makes me curious because now I'm not even sure. Yeah, like there. Couple seconds before I said there, that was the Binding of Isaac reminding part, and immediately after it, while I was talking, that was a little bit Silent Hill 1 themey. Also, yeah, I don't know, minus by, does anyone prefer the upgrade? I mean, actually, I guess if Touchdown doesn't mind it, but I feel like it doesn't even compare.
I don't remember them well enough to compare. But I know that I fucking 100%ed the first Binding of Isaac and didn't even care about the second one, so there is that.
I didn't 100% the first, and I didn't really care about the second. Yeah, that part, there we go, there's the Binding of Isaac. I guess it looks often enough that I will just stop pointing it out. That yellow thing in there looks suspicious, but I don't think I can do anything underwater.
Well, you cannot do anything underwater, but you can get it. It's not very obvious, yes, but you can get it.
It's also in a force field, looks like. Do I need the fish to like chomp it? No. I hope I saved after getting that. I think I did okay, yeah. Was this before or after the waterfall though? Okay, at least the bobbing up and down on water isn't as bad as the like the thick oil water in Sonic Roboblast 2 level 2. Alright, the fish. I'm gonna give the fish another chance. No, the fish doesn't interact with that, looks like. Maybe if I just dash really strongly into the water, I can like get some depth.
I guess it's supposed to be ragdoll, but when you are dead, you're just kind of flying, and then you don't collide with anything, so it doesn't really work or something.
Okay, I don't think you can like just get enough height and then just rush into the water and get deep down enough. So I'm only gonna try it once more. No, I don't really get any depth there. You think there would be like another pump somewhere? But the lowest pumps I see are those right on the surface, which, I mean, that's reasonable. Yeah, let's save after the waterfall lands. Okay, on one hand, I kinda keep wishing that I was playing this game without the stream, so that Hippogate would give all the hints. But on the other hand, I'm now annoyed because apparently I've seen the other thing. And unless it's that thing underwater, I don't know what it is. And if it's that thing underwater, I have no idea how to do anything to it, because it's just like...
Yeah, that's the thing underwater. This is the only thing you're missing here. And that other secret thing that I'm not telling you about, but you don't worry about it, you can get it later.
See, I have no idea what to do about the thing underwater, because I try like smashing into the water really hard and I don't get any depth in it, and that thing is in a force field anyway.
Do you want a hint?
I'm considering requesting a hint, let's just say. I'm just gonna understand the layout, because I really keep forgetting where anything here leads. Okay, that's Pumpkin House U1. I came from here, so it's Pumpkin House first. And I guess it just connects with the lower half of this passage. This is the way forward. No, it's Pumpkin House U1 still. That's the way forward over there. Or no, that's the one. And this is the one that connects to Pumpkin House normal. Okay, yeah. I have a grasp on where everything goes, but I have no idea what to do to that thing. Fish don't do nothing. Smashing into the water fast don't do nothing, so I would like a hint, in fact.
Well, fish does have something to do with it.
Well, I tried making it like making the fish eat that thing or something. It does nothing to the thing that I can tell. When it sinks as well. The only thing I can think of regarding the fish is to make like it eat something instead of me, but there's nothing here that I would be able to make it eat or slam into something. But there's nothing for it to slam into.
You sure there's nothing for it to eat?
Well, I mean, apart from myself, the force field thing that it doesn't interact with, and the pumps that have done their thing over there, those things, they have pumped the water to their level. There's also like little pieces of shit down there that don't mean anything. Apart from that, I guess there's a bridge. Maybe I can like destroy the bridge or some shit. That would be really random. Let's see, I'm gonna go attack the bridge. There's nothing else in this place stands out even remotely. Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's not exactly in this place.
Well, that's dumb then. You did say though, if I moved on I would miss things, so I'm gonna guess that the thing that something is gonna be not forward, maybe then backwards, because there's nowhere else.
No, it's not. It's not this way, I'm gonna tell you.
Wait, where is it then, if not backwards or forwards, or in this place?
Well, the forwards is like past the door
Oh, I guess there's a
that you
bomb.
blew up. Everything else is fair game.
Yeah, the bomb then. Wow, I probably wouldn't have thought about that, because the bomb area feels like it's like behind a door that is a completely different area, and it shouldn't be even thought of. Come on. Fucking piece of shit. Yeah, I honestly really think that my attacks and my mobility on the ground should be better if the game expects me to do anything on the ground, such as running around bombs in order to position myself well to, like, punch them. Never mind actual fucking combat. I'm not sure that did it. No, that did nothing. I wonder if it's just me, or is it that so many games do challenge in annoying ways. Okay, that doesn't make any sense that would just like destroy the force field, but sure, I'll take it. It feels like the games, a lot of games, when they start up and the easier the first parts of them are actually fun, and then they try to ramp up the difficulty and they do it in annoying ways and they stop being fun. And only games with mechanics that really work well keep being fun when they ramp up the difficulty more and more and more. And I feel like this stream session with the boss fight, that was the only thing really that I really didn't like. But this type of puzzle, I guess it's not that unintuitive. I probably might have thought of it eventually.
Well, if I thought of it and you could have thought of it.
Yeah, perhaps. Oh well. I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm mostly angry at myself that I needed a hint, because now I will never have the experience of playing this game truly blind and like by myself completely.
Well, I mean, getting all the fucking orbs isn't really the most important thing in the world. It's not like it's a puzzle game or anything.
Fair enough. Hi. That's not Mr. Propeller either. I have an elevator fight, or is it just a platform that's gonna elevate afterwards? Ah, I see.
Good job. GG.
was literally the entire thing just waiting for its first attack and then it kills itself.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of a meme.
Interesting.
I'm just gonna say that you can fight. You can fight that guy, like really fight that guy,
Why
but
would I
not
then?
here.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of an optional thing. I kind of
Cool.
wonder if you're gonna even find it. Because
Well,
it's like super not obvious.
considering the breaks I have between these sessions, I might have forgotten a lot of the things that I like filed for checking out later or something like that.
I don't think you even looked at that place ever.
Huh. Oh well. I'm gonna explore it. Is it... Can I tell by the end of the game that I'm missing stuff like that? Or is it just like if you haven't
Well,
found it,
if
you don't
by
know?
the end of the game you don't have 501 orbs, blobs, then you are missing shit.
Okay, so the guy, the optional fight also gives you lums.
Everything gives you labs.
Oh, I see. Whee! Water catapults bottom. That's literally what it does. Catapults my bottom. Where is that little side? I guess it's above this little side passage here. Whatever. We'll deal with it as we approach it. I'm gonna quickly just jump down here. Investigato. Investigato completo. Let's go. I wish I had some sort of whatchamacallit, like what's the move called when you grab the ledge and pull yourself up? Not mount, but something like mantle. There we go. I wish you could mantle onto ledges.
Yeah, she should be able to do that. I mean, she has claws.
Exactly.
She should be able to grab on things. But I'm
Also,
not sure how well it would work in such a game.
I mean, literally just like these kinds of ledges, they could be all pre-marked manually in whatever they use to make levels. And just like when you're there and you turn to it like this, it automatically grabs and pulls you up. I don't think that would be intrusive or anything. Okay, this water catapults my bottom requires a lot more precision. In terms of how I time when I get smashed. Or I just stand there and it carries me up. Let's see. This feels like one of those things where they made this and they just wanted to see how the moving part like this would interact with their character, and they found that it was kind of interesting and fun, and they just made the level element out of it. Right, that whole standstill dash is pretty good. I'm glad I remembered about it. I wish you could hover in place better. Okay,
You're not a Calibri Antroid. You're a hippogriff.
kinda doubt I can fly into that, so I'm gonna just ignore it and move on. Okay, I didn't see any lums in there. Whee! Okay, cheesed it. Ah, broke the game! No. Whee! One.
Yeah, you're missing one, and you're gonna have fun getting it.
Ah, that's the one, okay. Interesting. was kind of neat. Bleh. Okay, we knew that. Oh hey, I'm inside the force field of these things. Cool. I hope there's more to this game, because this seems kinda like an endgame goal type of thing, because these have been looming since the beginning. I didn't really look into how many more level entrances there were in the castle basement. Hey, there's the Rainbow Dash demo that we all seen before.
You're missing Slum Grotte and Lava Grotte, I think.
Ah, there's the dude.
Oh, you can do this. How interesting.
My first read is dodge his shit, then catch up with him and like smash into him while he's smoking. If I can. Which I'm not sure if I can actually. Yes, I can, okay.
I didn't know he charges you when you're just standing on top of tower.
Why would I be flying if I can just stand? Look at the boss. I can barely look around while I'm flying. Of course I'm gonna start by standing.
Okay. I guess you're not gonna have any trouble with this fucker then.
I will, because I just ran into its propeller and like nearly killed me. Yeah, that's the big problem, I see. Okay, knowledge has been obtained. Oh man, I'm gonna hate having to climb the towers every time, aren't I? Unless I just magically kill it on like the second try. I don't think anything is ever gonna repeat the success of the gang squad from Dark Souls 2 DLC 1. The like imbalance between Hypocat hyping it up as the most difficult thing ever and me finishing it on first try. Also,
well, I never said this boss is difficult. It's easy as fuck.
Yeah.
I just expected you to have problems with it, but I guess you won't.
I still might, because it felt pretty like randomly close when I hit it the first time. I couldn't tell how much I still had. Because, no, see, it's very close, because it's already turning around there. I'm just gonna hide behind things. Man, I wish there was a better way to look around while mid-flight than holding a button that disables all your controls.
You don't really need to look around in this fight.
I don't know, I kinda wanna see where he is at all times and what he's doing.
Oh, you have that little arrow, and that's. Well, I guess it is slight anti-cheese. Okay. Like if you dodge him while standing on the pillar, I guess he comes to his senses faster.
I think
it's
I
not
just...
really cheese.
I can't really... I don't know how I did it the first time, because it feels like I can't get enough speed quickly enough to catch up with him before he starts standing around properly.
I don't know, try dashing right after him right away. Just flying and dashing multiple times.
I just wanna try, see how it plays while I'm actually flying. How to dodge his shit. Because right now I just want to see where exactly he's coming from.
From behind.
Well, I mean obvious, but... Yeah. It's like how on me he is, how much I need to move to dodge him. Like that was not... I couldn't tell at all if he was gonna hit me or not. I wish there was like a button to hold that didn't change anything about my controls, but it like focused the camera on the boss I think some games have that, I don't remember exactly. Oh, hi. Oh, interesting. I guess he's as wide as the staircase, so he can just kind of like shave downwards. Yeah, I can foresee myself hitting a bit of a brick wall here as well, though it doesn't seem as frustrating as the first, because here, like, the issue I have right now is smaller and less annoying. It's not like the fundamental flaw of my character's complete inability to actually, like, move around well enough, but it's the thing that I don't know how to do, exactly how much I need to, like, dodge and what to do to guarantee to dodge him. How much he homes in, stuff like that. Okay, so if I just run around, I feel like actually flying and trying to dodge him coming from behind while flying is like this, the dumb unintended way to do. Oh, I don't know. Because dodging something that comes at you from behind that you cannot see, it's kind of dumb a thing to expect someone to do.
Well, it's actually pretty easy if you know how to.
Well, I mean, to learn how to, you have to go through a lot of these deaths where you don't know what you did wrong. And how you could have done it better.
Well, I mean, you got the sound cue when he charges at you, so that's pretty easy to figure out when to dodge. And then you just need to figure out, like, how to angle yourself better to dodge. And that's pretty much it.
Well, still, it's kind of like, I feel like it's trial and error where it didn't need to be, because I should be able to just see. And instead I need to just like feel it out with my eyes closed pretty much. And that's kind of dumb. I want to fight him in midair just to see how I would manage that compared to like what you did, but I guess this would be kind of an easy way. And also after he charges me and I dodge, I have no idea where he actually is.
The arrow is pointing where he is.
Half the time I cannot see that fucking arrow. I like there
that's
immediately.
Your problem.
Yeah, that's the problem of the arrow because it's way too small. Like right
You
after
don't
he
need to look
passes
at
me.
it all the time. When you need to actually see it, you can pay extra attention to find it.
Like it's under the health sometimes. Right now I couldn't see it at all because it was like on the opposite side of the screen I was looking at. Literally after he passes me by, the arrow could be on any part of the screen at all, and if I haven't been following it with my eyes, if I have to find it like from scratch, half the time I cannot. Also the arrow is not really a good indicator anyway because, you know... Yeah. It's a 2D on the screen, but he could be like in many different directions, just would still be indicated by the direction of the arrow. I guess it's kinda cool when you're comfortably able to dodge him. It's like a proper aerial dogfight. Though that sound cue and visual cue seems kind of inconsistent. Because sometimes I guess he interrupts something like line of sight, something gets in there or something, and it feels like it like doesn't charge all the way and then restarts from the middle. Also, I like that he sounds like a Sonic boss when he gets hit. Like the hit sound. Fuck off. Okay, not enough anymore, the amount I'm dodging. Apparently. Also, am I hitting like different parts of him? Yeah. Cool.
You got one hit. He got one hit. Who's gonna win?
I just smashed him
You are gonna win.
into the tower. Did I do
Oh, I
any
guess
damage?
he had an extra hit. Oh shit.
Actually, I like that. I also like that there's like multiple strategies here available. And he has attacks for many of the cases. Like, I was really impressed that he had a counter move to my standing on the spiral staircase. And I really appreciate the fact that you can smash him into the tower. So yeah, this boss is really cool. After I got over the not being able to tell where he is behind me, unlike the cat, it became pretty cool when I figured out exactly like the process. Not exactly, but like good enough. Honestly, I guess the cat was more like it blindsided me with the difficulty spike because my character's lack of dexterity and walking attack was never a problem before, and suddenly, all of a sudden, like BAM! Check out! Now you never noticed that you couldn't do these things properly. Now we're gonna give you something that kind of demands them and let you figure out a way around not being able to do things that normal games would have you able to do. So that fight with the dog cat was more of a like, how do I handle this game's flawed parts? And this fight was a proper like, how do I properly act and dodge and attack and all that stuff.
Now that you have 7 stars, you can do a thing. But if you're still suffering from PTSD from Melinda, I don't recommend it.
Whatever. Before I forget how to fight her.
Wait, don't.
Never mind, too late. You were
You
probably
should
telling
have
me to
healed
save,
before
right? Yeah. Oh well. He probably auto-saved after I beat the boss, I hope.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, good enough. Wow.
Oh, it even gives you full health. Okay.
Well, I mean, obviously it would. Okay, that attack is kind of BS.
I don't actually remember how to fight this guy.
See, that does no damage. That damages me. Dashes are terrible.
No, dash against him is bad because like he dashes at you too, and when you two both dash at each other, nothing happens.
Except I get hurt.
No, you don't. If you are dashing, you don't get hurt.
I died straight from that. Last time all I did was dash into him, and half of the time I got hurt from that. I guess my dash maybe ran out before I collided with him. Man, I would give so much for a lock-on on this. I guess that's me being spoiled by console games, huh? Like there, why did I get her there? Surely I collided with him
because he
while
wasn't dashing.
He wasn't. Or I wasn't.
He bonked you when you were right next to him.
Oh. I guess I did some damage to him anyway, because I didn't even notice, but he doesn't have full health anymore. Fuck off. I don't know if I hurt him there, but I could have.
You did.
Okay. Literally just gonna like dodge him and and how to open this without getting immediately like destroyed by him. Fucker! That's just bullshit.
Well, I guess it is kinda dumb because it's sorta difficult to control your character on the ground. But it's not super bad. Could be better.
It's like the enemies and bosses seem to be designed for a character that has way more mobility and better attacks. Wow, that little like spin around and T-pose, the horse equivalent of T-pose, was kind of hilarious. Also, like, this fucker doesn't suffer from having any wind up on his fucking dash. I have to actually charge the fucking thing. Literally, just give me an attack that is quick and I can do it while moving. And everything will be forgiven. Also aim with basically like horse game sword. Everything would be better in this game if it had horse game sword. Aim with the camera. Don't have to like suffer the ridiculously horrible turning radius of our character. And acceleration, all that. and don't have to either stop or like charge something or be running. Fucker.
I'm gonna try him on hard too.
I really hate the dash and roll are kind of like the same start of the action and are separated. Like I can't tell exactly when my dash is charged, for example. And instead I keep rolling.
Have indicator in the interface.
No, that's that's when I can do it again, but I mean like I need to hold the right mouse button. I guess she just dashes on her own, I don't have to release it. For some reason I also thought I had to release the button to dash into things. And like if I kept holding it, she would just kept charging. Okay, that makes it even better. I guess most of my problems with these bosses come from misunderstanding of the controls of the standing dash, because I literally was trying to like let go of the right mouse button after a long enough charge and not just hold it, because apparently if you hold it she just dashes when she charges, and I thought she would just keep holding the charge instead. So this would make this a bit easier. Honestly, like the standing charge would have helped in other parts of the game with like running up some ramps or something. So I guess I never really understood the importance of this move, and I never remembered it. I still don't like that I have to aim my character at things because of the turning radius. Okay, wasn't I dashing there? I'm pretty sure I was dashing there. Ah, fuck off with that shit. Like, that is indefensible, the fact that he ambushes you immediately after you break him out. I also cannot tell when he's about to dash. He doesn't seem to have any kind of tell. I guess
he does have a tell.
Like half a second sit down. That's not quick enough to react to. Like I don't seem to be able to predict accurately exactly when he's just gonna keep rolling around and when he's gonna dash at me. And the dash is quick enough so that like if I don't anticipate it, I cannot really dodge it. I also guess there's that little like anime clash sound that happens when we both dash into each other. That way I can tell that I did or did not hurt him. Well, that was kind of dumb looking. Ah, fuck off. I guess I just need to get behind him. He seems to have not like perfect turning radius either. Maybe I don't need to even dash to dodge his shit. No, it didn't happen there. Anime clash sound didn't happen there. And I'm pretty sure I didn't hurt him. Ah. Okay, there I even rolled and still got hurt. So yeah, screw rolling, I'm just gonna run around. Also, yeah, this music track is kind of bleh. Bleh. It's kind of sad that my actual attacks are completely useless. I can't even imagine trying to hit him with a buck. Man, that was retarded. Yeah, he is not any better than the dog. I guess it's kind of a general observation that indeed ground bosses are shit. Flight boss, I only remember that guy from the towers. I don't remember previously any like big bosses in the air. And the ground bosses, both Melinda and this guy, are kind of crap.
Okay, he's kinda annoying on hard, because I can't kill him. But literally all it takes, you just dodge his dashes and then you dash into him.
Like,
You just need to like dodge very carefully. And
well, I
that's
mean,
that.
yeah, but his dashes are unpredictable to me right now. And also,
You're predictable enough, just it's hard to tell when he's gonna dash, when he's like running at you, because from run he can just dash. But when he's just walking slowly, he like sits down a little bit and opens his wings, and you can see that and dodge in time.
well, also, given my mobility, sometimes I either just don't have the time to turn into the direction to dodge.
Just don't run. Just sit in one place and dodge his shit.
That's completely counterintuitive, but sure. Wow, he just misses sometimes. Like, after I dodge, sometimes I don't have time to turn around to actually like dash into him.
Well, you see, like when you are not running around, you can turn immediately.
I mean, it's still not immediate,
Well, it's quick enough.
and I definitely cannot roll quickly enough out of the way when he's like approached and dashes into me. The roll barely gives me any distance.
Well, he's not that hard, you just really got to learn how to dodge properly. Just stay close to him, don't run around, and pay attention to when he dashes, and that's literally that.
Well, I can tell you right away that figuring out like his behavior in terms of when anticipating when he's gonna dash, I just don't feel like doing it because it's completely unfun here.
Well, you can just ignore him for now, it's an optional guy.
Nah, no way now. I don't lower the
Yeah,
difficulty, I don't...
I have the strategy down how to kill him on hard. Yeah, he's not that bad. Just takes a little while to get used to him.
I feel like the ground fights, the way you find the strategy is like, how do I navigate around my character's complete fucking being a shit at everything on the ground? How do I still somehow like do anything well instead of like an interesting way to fight a boss? But yeah, like when even if he does the sit down spread wings thing, sometimes I just don't have enough time to roll to the side. And sometimes he just keeps running and just dashes at me from the run instead.
If you stay close to him, he doesn't run and dash into you like that.
I don't know.
Just don't let him break the distance.
When I try staying close to him, he just like randomly decides to fucking homing attack into me, sometimes out of the blue, feels like.
If he's not running, he always like sits down a little so you can dodge. It's just sometimes you are gonna dodge and he's gonna like fly in the direction you're dodging into. That's a thing that happens. So you got to be careful with that.
I feel like I just my best strategy is to like out spiral him, just run in the same direction around, kind of in a circle. That way I'm also prepared to turn around to face him after he misses me. I guess not necessarily. But yeah, I guess it's not like too badly designed as far as bosses go, both of them. It's just like having to battle the game instead of the boss is annoying. And it's a bit much of a difficulty spike compared to everything else you have to do in this game. It doesn't really teach you to act and like react to things that do this kind of shit. It suddenly hits you with a boss that is like this. And just like, to me personally, the things you need to learn to do to fight these bosses aren't just fun to execute or do or learn. I'd fucking rather learn the timing of dodge jumps in Dark Souls bosses than how to predict this guy's dodges. It's just like obnoxious to me to try to figure out how he dodges. I mean, how to dodge him. Maybe it's just personal taste in terms of like bosses.
I'm just thinking about all these boss fights, and I guess, like the one, how do I put it? It's not that I hate this boss, it's just that it has some element to it. Like, you can make your life much easier, but it's kinda hard to set up, I guess. I don't know how to do that reliably. And so sometimes you can fight him like really fast and really easy, and sometimes he really like fucks you. And probably he's gonna be pretty difficult on hard, now that I think about it.
Meanwhile,
I haven't seen him yet.
I'm finding out that actually for me, what works much better than like exact opposite of what you're telling me to like stand and dodge. For me, it works much better to just like circle strafe him and just dodge into his back after he attacks. Not dodge, dash. Like sooner or later he will dash, and I'm already kind of facing him. Yeah, literally the opposite of how you said to fight him was the best for me. That's pretty,
Well, I guess
pretty amusing.
different things work for different people.
Yeah.
But I don't know, standing still worked pretty well for me.
Yeah. Give me that fucking thing now. There we go. Okay, now I have the 3 something. I can do the stock animal model head in the desert.
I remember that level being an absolute piece of shit. I
That's a level.
remember it just... Well, it's an optional level.
Okay.
Like Gravity Lab and Exotic Energy Lab.
Well, I'm intrigued. Maybe it's once again gonna be on the easier side for me. What?
You never hit the thing.
Really? Huh.
Now you know how many lumps you're missing in castle.
6, okay. How am I still... I guess... Maybe some could be in the basement, like, behind the force fields. No! Okay, I did kind of want, though, to look for that missing lamb in the ice pumpy. So instead of the jackal head, I'm gonna go there.
Water pump station.
Well, yeah, but the walls looked ice to me.
I don't recommend looking for it right now.
Why right now? Or why
Because
not
later
right
on
now?
it's gonna give you a radar for lamps.
I'm
telling you, you are not gonna find it like this.
I'm gonna make one pass just out of curiosity.
You're just not gonna find it. It's like 0% chance that you are gonna find it. Just trust me.
Now I'm curious. Alright, well, I can deal with the 0% chance. Still gonna make a pass just to maybe for the future I'm gonna remember the level layout better again. Could be like in the acid or some shit.
It's worse.
Interesting.
Be right back.
Mm-hmm. Worse than in the acid. That means it's not in the acid, huh? Okay. Oh, this looks like a weird place. They could have hidden something. Yeah, probably Luis, to cope with the memories of fighting this thing. Ah. Well, I've been up there, I'm gonna just pretend it's definitely not there. I don't want to kind of just like go there again at least. Stop rolling. Ugh. Yeah, I don't feel like going up there again, fuck it. If it's there, well, it'll stay unfound. I want to poke around these piles though. Huh. Are you there? Yeah. I don't actually remember the tune right now off the top of my head.
Hey champs. Also Luis, almost correct, but not quite.
It would be funny if it was like in the cart here or something. Oh. Ah, I guess there was just a lamp up there before, on the passageway. No, for a second there I was like, oh, I saw something yellow, but it's this fucking thing. Wonder if there is any sort of hint on the map of where it is.
I'm telling you that there is like absolutely no way you will find it.
Now, the more you tell that, the more you say that rather, the more it sounds like a challenge. I'm gonna just bypass that whole room because fuck that room. Ah, asshole. Roll in there. And like towards that rock, maybe perhaps. Nah. I kinda want to see if that rock blows up. Maybe I should just memorize where the bomb ends up when I summon it. Wow, I blew up the save point. No. Ooh, that was good. Kind of. Good kind of. It's like in that Chinese Star Wars translation. Okay, surely that's closer. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, okay, fuck you.
Haha. Actually, I thought it would open a passageway out there because there looked like geometry down there that was significant in some way. Perhaps, and I thought there would be like a passage around that would go there.
How the fuck did you think that you could blow up the rock?
I mean, it's a rock, you blow up rocks in games, come on. Mostly I thought I would blow it up literally because I thought that place there was accessible. And where would it be accessible from apart from through the rock? It's like the classic Doom thing where you see something behind the window, some secret room, and you look all around at adjacent areas where there could possibly be an entrance. And then you discover that it's possibly a teleport and give up in desperation. But yeah, so I made the wrong assumption, but it led to an accidentally correct result. I also was encouraged to keep trying when you didn't respond at all to me saying that I was going to do it. Because I was like, okay, Hippocat's not saying it's not it, or it's worse or something,
You can go back and use the return thingy.
Right, yeah. Yeah. And all would be neat if she had some sort of like pecking attack. Alright, now let's go beat the Coyote optional level first try. Actually no, because we have like 15 minutes left. Well, I did find...
Time fucking flies. When
Right.
you're actually playing an interesting game that's interesting to watch.
Exactly. Well, hopefully Super Paper Mario is not going to be too like uninteresting. It's
You
not
can try looking for tank boss.
Ah, right.
That's the one that killed itself. It's like out there in the open.
Is it now on the open or was it always there?
Well, you could always trigger the fight. Like, you cannot see the boss,
Right.
but you can trigger the fight at any point.
So was it just some part of the island that I never saw, or something I saw but
Well,
forgot?
I think you saw it. It just doesn't look like anything important. And here it is.
Shit, I didn't see this place. In before it breaks the ice and drowns.
No, it's a proper fight.
I like that these guys are all sliding like idiots as well. Go away. Okay. Wow, okay, I need to be able to run away after getting it, like slamming into him. Maybe I can summon him from like the side. Yeah, okay.
That's an interesting way to fight him.
Feels kind of cheesy because it seems like it like auto aims into him too much. I shouldn't be able to just like side bash him like that.
Don't remember how I fought him, but pretty sure that not like this.
Not like this! Well, any one of those assholes can still kill me. Probably if they don't die when he dies, they will kill me afterwards. Won't that be funny?
I actually don't remember if you need to kill him. I mean them.
Well,
But
I'm gonna
that's
ignore
possible.
them, because they're completely inconsequential right now. They're gonna be a problem when I'm done with him. But yeah, literally just like obvious, he has only one side with the arm. Just like smash into him somewhere on the other side and try to be turned around, turned away immediately so that you can run away. That was kind of shaving it close. There's a bit more health that I'm comfortable with. If I was full, and I mean, yeah, I guess it's like two separate statements. He has more health than I'm comfortable with. And if I had full health, I would try to like dodge his smash and then counterattack with a buck or some shit like that. I'm just gonna keep doing this.
And before it auto aims to the wrong enemy and you die because of that.
Could happen. Yeah. Okay, if I probably aimed into him there, I would have not been at a good angle. That barely did any damage. I don't know. He has like half health, but individual hits don't even seem to do damage. I don't know. Maybe it's slightly random? Or maybe it's because of the jerk of the screen, like the screen jerks when I dash, and I can't tell if his health bar actually goes down because it moves around the screen at the same time. Ooh. I think I'm abusing his like extra wide hitbox or something, because I'm not even hitting him. Feels like. No, that was too much to hope for, such like a homing attack there. Wow, that should not have hit. I think I'm having revenge in the game for bullshit bosses and my own inability to do anything. Now this boss is kinda gimped because his hitbox is like 3 times his size. So Hypocat, question, have you tried running away from a boss like this? It does seem to box you in.
I haven't tried. But I just assume there is a force field around. Just probably cannot see it because of the sky.
I don't see one, but he just left and I think he will probably get himself back.
Maybe you should get your health back as well.
Well, I mean, I wasn't planning on getting him. Yeah, he has his health back. Well, that's fine. We've learned. Learning has been made. Done. I also have a feeling that the guys will probably keep respawning if I keep killing them. Or is there like just like 4 of them forever? And if I kill all of them, they're just not gonna be there.
I don't remember. All the times I replayed the game, I skipped all the optional shit.
Huh. Yeah. I appreciate he doesn't like auto aim at you when he slams like some Dark Souls bosses do. For some reason it reminds me of a Toy Story 2 boss. Not even like any particular one, but just like this arena in the middle of a bigger level with this thing that's like really slowly hobbling towards you. Something about it, the vibe is similar. Okay, now that was a bit too entitled of me to think that would hit. Also, how is he a tank? Is it just like because he has a lot of health? Because nothing about him screams tank to me otherwise.
Well, I mean, he's just like Left 4 Dead tank.
Oh,
Big and has
shit.
big arm.
The prophecy has come true. Where the hell am I? I guess I'm gonna look for that place again. I think one of the small enemies finished me there. It was somewhere in the mountains, I'm not even sure still where, but I was looking where like the acid lake was, and I think the acid lake is on the other side of this, so I'm just gonna go up there. Also just noticed that a question about Gex and 64, probably not. Never been interested in the Gex games at all, it's like all takes place in TV world and whatnot, that's just not interesting to me, it's like Probably gonna have very stereotypical levels like Egypt level, Indiana Jones level or something, I don't know. Now since I'm here with full health, kinda tempted to see how else I could fight him. And about the dudes as well. Did I hit them? They were red, but I didn't see health bars. Yeah, I did, wow. You know what? This ice arena is great because it makes them just slide into my box. Maybe they will respawn once they're all dead, or maybe they just won't. Either way, I kinda wanna see if I can land bugs on this guy. Okay. Let's see what's his attack's actual area is like. And reaction time and recovery time. Hard to tell. And homingness. Not much homingness. I could probably land bugs. Yeah. I was fighting him a very slow way. Shit.
Well, it was a cool cheaty way though.
Yeah. That's very much like my approach to games. I like slow and grindy but safe. Or cheesy ways to do things. Although this honestly kind of also feels like he's not doing something he should be doing. That didn't even hit, come on.
Well, he just sucks.
Wow, I was making him like 1,000 times harder than he was. Holy shit. Well, at least I'm still that's the word, vindicated, there we go. I was vindicated by whatever, and then I was vindicated by finding that missing lump. What was the first thing I was vindicated by, or was I talking about possibly being vindicated in the future? If I find it, I don't remember. Either way, I like the result. Alright, so 7 minutes left, just about. I'm gonna go in the castle and like check some of the rooms. Though I have 7, and I don't think anything in the castle was a 7.
Oh, you actually got everything in the overworld, cool.
Well, I mean, wait, did I? Oh, right. Interesting, huh? I guess it's all just slums then? Nothing else to find?
No, I meant the lamps.
Specifically the lumps.
Yeah, like you got 0.
I guess there could be like documents and stuff.
There is 1 document you're gonna get from Coyote, and that's about it.
Okay, but there is another 6 door, which I haven't been in. I'm gonna go check that out. I appreciate that she separately comes unlock this. Instead of just like, hey, I unlocked 6 doors for you now. By unlocking the first one, have fun. What, like a shower? No, not even remotely a shower. Another diagram. Oh, this guy looks kinda cool. Weird ass freaky sewed shut eyes, and then there was another eye here that they sewed shut, and there's a friend on the tail. Lava grotte. I'm pretty sure I had a spare. Though I don't actually, I'm not sure I did. Because I don't remember any monsters that I hadn't seen. I might have forgotten something I saw, like in the previous session.
Maybe you want to go back in that room.
Oh, what? There was more than 2 documents in there. Attack! Chests have never had anything. Why would I want to go back in this room?
Actually, it might not be this room, but you should be doing that in every room.
This, you mean what? Like going back into and looking through thoroughly, or
Yeah, except you didn't look through thoroughly.
I looked at everything in this room.
No.
There's like 3 parts of it, or slightly. I guess it could be like something in the desks. Like inside these or something like that.
If you wanna find those missing lumps, you gotta start doing it.
Oh, Jesus.
The thing you're not doing.
I'm also not looking
Oh,
under
I
the
guess it's
ceiling.
not this room. Okay.
Okay. By your reaction, I'm assuming that looking under the ceiling is the thing that I was doing. Or not doing. Aha! Nah, fuck it, just... Walk on the wall! Actually, how about some straight platforming? Ooh, okay. That was interesting. Don't walk on the side of the shelf. Come on now, I just wanted to get slightly more air. There we go. Nah, probably not very meaningful. Got fucking flower pot now. Oof. Aha, there we go. Yeah, I feel like maybe it's realism versus realism of the physics. Even then, I'm not like certain it's super realistic. But it feels like definitely shouldn't be having any problems just like idly hovering up to there without having to like fucking find the ways to accelerate or something like that. Then again, I'm pretty much only basing it over how everyone looked flying in the show and not how like actual birds fly, because I haven't seen birds try to fly in like very tight spaces. I hope this is not a llama.
It would be a big meme if it was.
Okay, I've entered through here, I think. Did I?
I probably know the rooms that have missing lamps. I could tell you if you want.
Yeah, I'll just walk through them, I guess. Wouldn't mind having another look at all the rooms. Remembering what is out there. I like this wallpaper on the like first meter of the wall. Kind of weird but cool looking. Okay, one finished toilet or whatever this is. Empty. These are all broken up, I'm not even gonna go in there. Those are balconies, I'm gonna just assume. That's that shitty character. Oh, 8, I still cannot. Maybe they're in there. Alright, there were also locked doors on the first floor, so I'm gonna check those. Or I think this is where I just found them. Yes, okay. This floor might be done, apart from that 8 door. If I was a dick, I would have hidden some llams in like there. Here, it's a really missed opportunity, unless they were there and I found them immediately or something.
No, there weren't.
Then the designers were not dicks enough.
Well, I don't know, that fucking rock lamp was a big fucking dick.
Well, it said haha behind it, so it was like intentionally terrible apparently. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that there is nothing, or I can look. Nothing in these weird rafters. I keep forgetting which side I came in when I approached the door. Aha, there's a platform there and black bullshit going on. straight platforming. Ugh. 2 more, I guess. Yeah. Ah, interesting. I'm gonna have around 400.
You know what you should also do? You should check out the library. Maybe Melinda can give you some shit.
Some shit. Aha. Okay, after I... What? I get those two, I'm gonna go in the library, and that's gonna be the end for today. I slightly cheated in the beginning by beating a level of Tonic Trouble instead of starting with this game, but you know, it was a short level anyway. Possibly the shortest in that game. Platforming! Actually, kind of this is a fun challenge because I don't feel like... Fuck. I don't feel like honestly flying through this room and maneuvering. But it's fun like hovering between these platforms, climbing slightly higher and higher. Just finding places to perch on. Or reorient myself and start flying better. I guess I just fly like there, bash into the wall.
Shit, you almost had it.
Aha! Sonicked. All calculated. Bleh. Why did that make like a weird error sound instead of a proper... Bleh. Oh well, let's go into the biblioteca.
Oh wow, I don't think that's supposed to happen. Oh, I guess it gets unlocked later. Oh well.
Work. Okay. Belief risk. I forget what the point of this was, just like smash this shit, or did it mean something more than
She
that?
just told you to kick the things in the eye.
Okay, well I mean I would have...
one of the first things she drew for you.
I would have probably figured it out myself. This is insulting though. I'm glad I beat her up. Though I'm not glad she beat me up first, like 100 times. Alright, well... That was the last document of a category, so I'm gonna assume I don't have to like hunt for her to give me more stuff. So I'm gonna go to my old faithful Serpent Bobby. Which one of these 8 serpents is Bobby? I don't know. Today he's evolved into Serpent Blobby instead. There we go. Okay. It was a session of highs and lows. But this game continues to be overall really fun to play and really cool. And I wish it was like 10 times longer than it probably is, and I wish I could make levels for it. That sounds like probably the highest praise I could give to a game, honestly, because all the games I really like are like that. I wish they were all longer, I wish I could make levels for them. Huh.
How many levels for Turok have you made?
Well, I cannot, because the editors are trash, but I wish I could. I wish they had a better editor than the current ones released on, like, wherever Turok 1. Also, I'm not sure, like, the Turok 2 editor is... I think people have touched it and done something, but I'm not sure it's officially out. Also, I don't really even like the port overall. I mean, I left it a positive review and everything, but I'm still sour about the fact that they haven't fixed all glitches and haven't released the unaltered levels. So I'd rather play my old PC version than that. And that one I cannot make levels for, but yeah, I would have made... Actually, Turok is a kind of weird thing, because its levels are made kind of like Morrowind, like, and, you know, modular, like modern games. And it's a bit less fun to make those kinds of levels. Oh well. Anyway, this game is cool. I hope nothing of my bitching about some things that, like, some flaws I have, or I guess my gripes I have that I think are flaws of the game but could be just my problem, I hope none of that is too annoying to anyone who likes this game. So, see you until tomorrow, I guess. Same time, same everything. Goodbye.